The fog on the coast of Maine was thick enough to drown a man. Ranger Elias Vance was assigned to the decommissioned Pemaquid Point Light. It wasn't the history that bothered him, it was the silence. The old granite tower had been automated for years, yet every night Elias heard the slow, heavy crank of the antique Fresnel lens from within the sealed lantern room. Just the wind, he'd tell himself, his voice sounding hollow in the keeper's cottage. One night, the noise was different, not the crank, but a whisper, dry as sand, echoing down the circular stairs. "Where is the oil?" Elias froze. The lens hadn't used oil in 70 years. He grabbed his old service lantern and ascended the stairs. The air grew colder with every step, smelling of brine and something else, something metallic and old. He reached the top, the small metal door to the lantern room slightly ajar. He pushed it open. The room was bathed in an ethereal golden light. Standing by the massive dusty lens was a figure. It wasn't a ghost of mist, but a man, tall, clad in a tattered dark blue keeper's uniform from the 1890s. His skin was the color of old parchment, and his eyes, they were sunken black pits, but they held the intensity of 1,000 burning suns. The keeper looked not at Elias, but through him, toward the sea. "The light is fading. The aurora will be lost," the figure rasped, his voice full of unimaginable panic. He slowly raised a skeletal hand, pointing a long barnacle-crusted finger directly at Elias. "You let the light go out." A sudden chilling roar came from the ocean, followed by the sound of splintering wood and a desperate distant scream. The figure turned its head, finally looking at Elias, his lips peeled back in a silent, monstrous snarl. Elias stumbled back, falling down the first 10 steps. When he scrambled up and shone his light again, the room was empty, the golden glow was gone. Only the red automated blinker of the modern beacon remained, casting its cold, indifferent light. He quit the next morning. But they say if you stand on the cliffs of Pemaquid Point on a foggy night, you can still hear the ghostly panicked plea carried on the wind. "Where is the oil? The light is fading."